What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about the Killer Instinct cabinet from Arcade1up. Yes, I finally got my hands on a KI cab, and I gotta say, for the most part, I'm digging the cabinet. And it's got the seal of approval from a lot of arcade enthusiasts within the community. And I think for the most part, everybody likes it, but there's one thing that everybody seems to be unanimous about. There's one flaw that really sticks out like a sore thumb on this cabinet, and that is that marquee. It's washed out. It's one of the worst marquees that Arcade1up has ever done. Not the worst, but it's pretty close. And there's a lot of other companies out there that can provide you with a solution to fix this problem. And I think one of the better solutions out there is going to be Joe Sabo and his slip-on marquee. So let's check out the installation of that right now. Now, with the lights on, the marquee at first glance doesn't look quite that bad, but it's when the lights go off that the problem is impossible to ignore. So the replacement marquee I'm going to go with is a slip-on replacement acrylic marquee from Sabo Arcade, and it's unique in that it actually slides on top of or over your existing marquee from Arcade1up. This thing comes packaged really well, and remember, there is a film that must be peeled off to get the full effect of this beautiful marquee. Not bad for only $50. Proper installation does require the removal of the stock film. Just go ahead and start at a corner with an X-Acto knife, peel it away, and then clean the residue with a little bit of Windex or alcohol. Now, these marquees are a very tight fit, so make sure you loosen up one of the side screws so you can spread apart your side panels, allowing this to slide on nice and easy. Once you have the fitment exactly how you like it, go ahead and tighten up that screw, and you're done. Alright, now this is the point in the video where I would usually say, hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel, but hold on, we're not done yet. I think this is a great solution, and it's really convenient to be able to just peel off a decal, slip this on, no light bleed, and it looks great. But I think there's something else we can do. Remember, there's still a barrier that's really limiting the clarity and the brightness of this marquee, and it's that opaque, semi-translucent plastic that Arcade1up uses for their marquees. It's really very yellow. It's not super clean and crisp and clear. So how about we take this one step further and see if we can maybe improve on this? And this is going to cost you $0. Check this out. To remove this slip-on marquee without any trouble, go ahead and reverse the process, loosen up that screw, and go ahead and slide this off. You want to set this off to the side somewhere. This is a brand new piece you just bought, and you don't want to scratch it. Continue the disassembly by removing both screws that hold the marquee assembly in place. We're going to go ahead and take off the back panel and then remove one of your side panel bolts. Then, using your forearm, go ahead and spread the two apart so that you can remove this top panel that covers the marquee assembly, and then finally the marquee assembly itself. To break this thing down even further, we're going to go ahead and remove the two screws that hold the marquee to the speaker support panel. And to complete the breakdown, we're going to head on over to the shop, and we're going to remove the 4, 5, 6, 7 screws that hold this cover onto the marquee assembly. With all those screws removed, it's going to take several pry tools to separate the LED panel from the marquee assembly. Be gentle, you don't want to destroy the outer rim of this cover. And with this separated, go ahead and set the LED panel aside. And then let's break out the power tool, because we're going to actually cut off the front of the cover. We're going to eliminate that light barrier between our new marquee and the LED strip. And before we put all this back together, let's make sure we take the time to go ahead and sand this nice and smooth, because the acrylic slip-on marquee is going to be sitting on top of this, so we don't want anything jagged to scratch it. Once you have that cleaned up, go ahead and reassemble everything. Let's head back to the arcade. Don't forget just a little dab of wood glue on these screws to make sure this marquee assembly stays nice and tight. Once again, utilize the forearm method to spread the two side panels apart and allow those dowels to do all the work as far as lining everything up. And don't forget a little dab of Loctite to finish it off. With your side panel in place, go ahead and lock down your side screws and reconnect your speakers and marquee. Alright, so far so good, but let's go ahead and kill the lights and see how this thing looks. And I will say that the camera makes it look like you have LED hotspots so you can see each individual LED, but in person, it doesn't look like that at all. It actually looks outstanding. And this Sabo slip-on design eliminates that light bleed top and bottom. It's a great feature, and it really is a simple application. So this thing looks absolutely gorgeous. The deep blacks are definitely a big standout. Now this thing looks brilliant. It was definitely worth taking the time to cut out that plastic to really get this thing to shine just a little bit more. And those hot spots, those LED hot spots, don't really exist when you look at this with your naked eye. Proof in point, take a look at that Pac-Mania marquee. Trust me, it doesn't look like that in real life. Okay, so now we've reached that point in the video where I say, hey, listen, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Did I take this a little too far? Do you think it was worth it? I think the results, for the most part, were definitely worth it, especially when it cost you $0. Not bad, right? Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the channel. You all have a blessed day, and I will see all of you next time.